Hey, this is Rick Brandenburg for Turf Bugs and Rock and Roll, and it's late in the summer, it's still hot, getting into early fall, and one of our nemesis is certainly out there in many areas, fall armyworms. And this is an area where I saw birds pecking and scratching around earlier today. I see some thin spots in Bermuda, and I got trees behind me where the moths could have laid their eggs 3 weeks ago or so. So I want to do a check, and I want to do the soapy water flush. Soapy water flush just takes a cheap old watering can, nothing special, some dishwashing detergent. You just add a squirt in there, swirl it around. Dishwashing detergent, lemon scented, seems to work a little better. This happens to be orange scented, but when my wife buys dishwashing detergent, she rarely considers its value in insect flushing. So, and I get that, I appreciate that. But anyway, you just have it in a gallon or so, and then you take the area where you're suspicious, and you just lightly spread it out over that area and let it soak in. And just make sure you cover the area where they're suspicious. If there's a lot of damage, go in right on the edge of where the damage in the green turf is, because the armyworms will be moving into the lush green growth. So just make sure you're not just all back in the dead area, because they probably abandoned that and moved on. Then once you get that done, you give it a minute or two and you get down and you take a check. And good grief, Charlie Brown, when I get down here and look a little bit closer after a couple minutes, I find pretty good sized fall armyworms crawling around all over the place. Sometimes they'll actually move up on the plant. They rarely do that too much during the heat of the day, because they don't want birds to find them, and that scares them more than soapy water. But sure enough, there's armyworms in here. You can see they're pretty good sized, so they're capable of doing a lot of damage. They'll be feeding maybe for another week at the max, and that's when they'll do the most damage, and then they'll burrow down into the soil and form pupa. So it's as simple as that. Not always do you see them as abundantly as I see them, or not only always are they as large. Sometimes they'll come up on the turf, especially if you do it early morning or late in the afternoon or early evening, and you just have to get down your hands and knees and look for them. But it's a surefire way to tell if you have an active infestation of fall armyworms, and it's time for you to get out there and take care of it. Hope that helps. Look forward to talking with you again soon.